Former Permanent Secretary to the President, Morupisi, freed from prison. Gaborone records a decline in the number of GBV cases compared to the same time last year.
In sport, Arrows branch finishes second in the opening stage of the 2025 Dakar Rally.
Two Gaborone High Court judges out of the three who were presiding over Morupisi's urgent application, being Judge Zain Kiwanang and Judge Ruben Lokore, have overturned Court of Appeal judgment and ordered that Morupisi be released from prison forthwith. Wabisum Morupisi has more.
Judge Zain Kibonang and Ruben Lokore have agreed with Morupisi's application that the Court of Appeal was not impartial and independent when sentencing him to prison. In their judgment, they hinted that what Judge Walia implied on paragraph 29 of his judgment, where he cited that the court will be undermining the president's desire to see an end to corruption if they don't sentence Morupisi to prison, was evident that the Court of Appeal was not independent and its decision was not impartial. The two judges further cited that the judiciary is not answerable to the executive and legislature and should be independent from any political influence. They said that to accept the state's submission would also undermine and render the rights secured under the Constitution meaningless. The judges ordered that the sentences previously imposed by Judge Khabana be reinstated, meaning that Morupisi pays a fine of 130,000 pula for 2 counts of corruption and 1 of money laundering he was convicted of.
No, we are very pleased with the outcome. We feel vindicated. We feel justice has been served.
On the contrary, Judge Masilo Mataka did not agree that the jail sentence be set aside, however agreed that Morupisi's constitutional rights were breached and ordered that the matter be referred back to the Court of Appeal and Morupisi be released on bail pending the final determination of the Court of Appeal. The decision by the 2 judges out of 3 means Morupisi has been released from prison immediately. Wa Betsui Mpulubusi, PTV News, Gaborone.
The station commander for Gaborone West Police Station Superintendent Knight Mulisiwa says Operation Pabalesego, which is a joint operation between the Botswana Police Service and the Botswana Defence Force, has helped them maintain security in their area. In an interview with BTV News on Thursday, Superintendent Mulisiwa shared that there were no murder or rape cases reported in Gaborone West during the festive season. Solofelo Tombale reports.
Gaborone West Police have been engaged in a year-long attempt to bring down crime in their previously besieged area, but they recently revealed that Operation Pabalesego, which is being carried out by the Botswana Police Service and Botswana Defence Force, has significantly contributed to preserving security in G West during the festive season. It has led to low levels of crime, including highly violent ones. We had no violent crimes during this period, such as house invasions or aggravated robbery. We also recorded no rape or murder cases. I believe that this situation is not a coincidence. It's a result of our increased presence, supported by the Botswana Defence Force. Residents of the area share their own experience of this period.
Yesterday, compared to last day, because my police they were busy patrolling the streets, so it was much better. Lady break-ins and dissidents.
Police patrolled everywhere, along with soldiers. There was nowhere where you wouldn't see them. Area. The police and soldiers were visible. We had no incidents of crime. We celebrated Christmas and New Year's safely. They were patrolling as we welcomed 2025. The police shared that they also work closely with neighborhood watchers, who have deployed in large numbers as well to fight crime in the city. Solofala Tombale, BTV News, Gaborone.
Mabutsani Police Station Commander Superintendent Mudironyana Lekone has expressed satisfaction over the decline in crime incidents in Mabutsani district during festive season. He acknowledged their partnership with the Botswana Defence Force for the joint patrols in the district, which deterred some revelers from committing crime. Makarebe Nkwani with the report.
Mabutsani Police Station Commander Superintendent Mudironyana Lekone said they registered 5 cases during this festive season compared to 8 cases last year during this time. He further said the reduced crime statistics is attributed to the cancellation of Mabutsane's Kodi Quitting annual event.
Go tala ga rona mo mekgwatheng gongwe le gongwe mo dikgokgotshwaneng tse e leng gore gantsi batho ba phangologela diselefounu mo go tsone re ne re le lemoga ga e le gore mapodisi le maswere ba tsamaya mo dikgokgotshwaneng tseno tseo mo mahihing ra ka kwane kgaolo ya rona ke lehiši kgaolo ya rona ke bush area motho o ka rialo mme mapodisi le maswere ba humela tsone ditlhare tse rra ba batla tsone dilalume tse di tsamaya di iphitlhile mme ka tumelo ya rona re tumela gore go bona patrol e ntseng jalo e mašetla motho o ka rialo.
Our partnership with the Botswana Defence Force in patrolling the district, it has contributed to the decline in crime incidents recorded. The crime rate in Mahotswane around 2001 and 2002 were very high, and we patrolled in the area, which helped in decreasing the crime rate. Due to rains and the cancellation of Kodi Quitting annual event, it contributed to less crime statistics.
2001, 2002. Re ne ra nna thata ko Mahotswane event dingwe mo kgaolong ya rona jaaka ko Lekhuting go na le Lehuti ha go na le event ngwaga le ngwaga pula ne a tshologa re la Lehuti le latela ka metsi event ya rona se ka nna teng ke sone se ke leng ha o ne gompe ke le motlotlo gore melato mo kgaolong ya me ka kakaretso e hokotsegile hela thata.
According to community leaders, during the festive season, crime and unruly behaviors had declined, and all that was attributed to the public education campaign. The police patrols in the areas was highly acknowledged by the community, as it has helped to put the situation under control.
Mo Christmas nye go kila ga nna le matshwenyegonyana ke gore go na ga nna le dintwa di ka nna pedi tse di neng tsa diragala. Crime
rate has declined in our area due to informing residents, especially the youth, as it can destroy their futures, and the education made them behave well.
Ba hela ba tsewa menwana ko bohelong ba sa kgone go bona ditiro ya no dilo tse re a di ba lemotsa mme ha re ba lemotsa ka ntela ba hela ba bona gore nya mme ke gore ba itshware sentle
ka nako ya ke se ke sepela se se busula ka gore ke bereka le mapodisi ba ntekudisa.
During festive period, there were no crime reported up to this day. I worked with the police officers in our area to control and calm the situation in our area. The public is urged to take safety measures throughout the festive holidays. Makarebe Nkwane, BTV News, Mabutsane.
Residents of Kapam behind the Kaizer airport in Gaborone have expressed concern over the rampant teenage pregnancies and defilement cases in the area. Speaking to Kaizer Airport Station Commander Superintendent Morupisi, he said despite rumored cases of defilement in the area, very few cases are reported, which hinders any efforts of justice. Kelekele Somalakai reports.
Kapam is a new council ward in Gaborone North with an estimated population of 544 people, which was previously under Gwening before the demarcation towards the 2024 general elections. As many anticipate beautiful beginnings for the new year, the Kapam residents are also of the same belief and hope that being a new ward, the many challenges they have been experiencing over the years will be addressed. In an interview, the crux of the matter was with the teenagers being pregnanted by older men with no legal action taken against those pedophiles.
Gender base ya tswenya mono ka gore kumpena le bana ba tshula bana ba le underage. Just imagine.
Gender-based violence is a challenge in Kapam. We are also alarmed by teenage pregnancy in the area. I previously went and reported to the police about these issues, but not much has been done.
We have
a challenge of transport which poses danger for those children as they walk very long distances to get to schools.
gore a re gongwe a ena beke yotlhe bana ba sekolong
go mo Kapamadi mo bana ba ba na le bo 12 years bo 13 years.
I am very much aware of the teenage pregnancy situation in the area. Young girls of 12 or 13 years are being impregnated. All these children end up dropping out of school because of pregnancy. We still have a lot to do with other stakeholders to tackle this matter. The police are also concerned at the number of defilement cases that go unreported, the only way they are made aware of defilement being when there is a pregnancy which has been reported and registered with the relevant authorities.
ga rona re le ba sepodisi gore re tshware dilalome tse di ka tswa di dira jalo tse dingwe tse re nna le sego le tsone ke tse leng gore ke tsa ko sekolong ga go ngwana a sa tla ko sekolong ya ka ba dirisa sekolo sa sebele sa boitumelo go ngwa a sa tla e be le gona leng gore ga ba bo ruta bana ba ka sala morago ba o lemoga ile gore nya ngwana ka boammaruri o moimantsi tse re nna le tsone rona ga di palo e kalo tse re nna le tsone ka gore bontsi ke belaela ile gore ya ka o sa tswa go bua gong ga ba report ga ba te hapela ga rona go nna thata re le ba sepodisi gore re itse ha ngwe re ka longwa ke mongwe tsebe ke gona ile gore re ka hella re tshwere batho kana re latile ngwana go nna jalo be ile gore re hella rena le khanya defilement.
Children are also victims of various crimes.
Ana go Kapamadi ha ngwe kela gona le maitiso a leng gore ke yona a rona se tswana go nwa majalo a itirelwa mo malapeng mme khelele gore ha ngwe re tsena teng o khelele gore e tla re ha o tsena gongwe le mo padi le mo patrolong ke gona ka la begelwa khanya go nna yalo ya petelelo mme tse dingwe di atla gona ba ya ko police posting ya Gaborone North ba reporta ha gongwe re ya ka re kile ra nna le engwe ngwa go ka kolwa 2023 le gore mme ona a tlogetse bana ile maitiso mme a ra tle ko maitisong mokapelo a gago a boa kwa tla robala ngwana a khela ngwana a mo robetse ga nna le khanya go nna ya loma e leng gore e hapela ga le kgotsa.
Parents and all related stakeholders working together to formulate measures aimed to address challenges such as those experienced in Kapamadi to ensure safety and full justice for children is said to be imperative. Keletleletswe Somolegae, PTV News, Gaborone.
The Acting Divisional Gender and Child Protection Officer, Assistant Superintendent Messiah Makola, says despite 2 reported murder cases due to GBV, the number of reported cases on gender-based violence in Gaborone and surrounding areas has declined as compared to the previous year. Superintendent Makola said it is evident that the public adheres to the plea by government to fight the escalating incidents of gender-based violence. Horata Maranyani reports.
Just a few days before the festive holidays, the Minister of State President, Mr. Moeti Mohasa, addressed the Botswana Police Service leadership, where he spoke on the escalating number of gender-based violence cases in the country, which he stated were a cause of concern. The Botswana Police Services say they still receive crime related to gender-based violence. Statistics indicate that the number of GBV cases have declined. However, there has been a notable increase in other forms of crimes reported. However, we are disheartened that we are saying there has been a decline in GBV cases when we actually have 2 murder cases which have been reported to us. Even though there has been a decline in GBV, it seems as though GBV is still a pandemic in our country, despite efforts to raise awareness about it to the public. Gender-based violence is said to be associated with poor long-term mental health.
Gender-based violence, suicide, kona le ha ile gore go supa gore botsogo ba tlhaloganye bo bo sa iketa mo mothong gore ha ka bona ke tsena mo semong sa go khokgontsha ga be go supa gore go gongwe botsogo ba me ba tlhaloganye ga ba iketa bothogana le gore bo tlamelwe kana ha ka bona ke itse.
It is proven that GBV and suicide cases are mostly caused by poor or unstable mental health. If I find myself in a situation where I have the urge to violate a person, that could mean my mental health is unstable. Our advice as the Botswana Network for Mental Health is that research should be done to understand the mental state of perpetrators of GBV.
ka go gontsha motho wa mme kana re ithela mme le ena go gontsha rre go diragetseng dipatiso ke tsone tse leng go di ka re thusa gore di re bontshe tsela e botoka mme se nka se buang ke gore ha botsogo ba tlhaloganyo bo sa iketa kana bo sa itekanela mo mothong dingwe tsa dikai tse leng gore ka bona di diragala ke gone go kgokgontsha.
The Botswana Police Services urge the public to come forth and report cases of gender-based violence. Khorata Moranyane,
Member of Parliament for Good Hope Matete, Dr. Edwin Nikoloti, says the choir can be used to relay different messages and also help preserve culture. He further said he was impressed at the turnout of spectators who attended this year's Dikwari event held annually in Molapo, Wapojang. Lone Sekobo.
Choir events, popularly known as Dikwari, are an age-old tradition which on a yearly basis bring together crowds from near and far who come to enjoy the various compilations which often carry messages. These crowds open up economic activities, small and medium businesses, leveraging on the people there to make money through the sale of various goods and services. This event aligns with our intentions of promoting sports and cultural tourism. The choir can be used to relay message, and this year we started this event by having a walk along Matete Road, where we recently lost lives due to road accident. We are very grateful of this event as it gives us small business owners a chance to make money, and we wish we could have this event for the longest time. Our businesses are doing well so far, and we wish to have this event at least every holidays, as this is the only time we are able to make money which help us take care of our families. This is the second edition of this event, which lasts for 4 days, and this year pitting 10 choirs from across the district against each other. This is our culture, and we grew up doing this as a form of entertainment. By far, the choir is one event that brings people together and help prevent youth from taking part in unlawful activities. Companies could invest in the choir to help us raise funds that could help us grow. The government is already putting an effort and supporting us, and we are hopeful that with time they will increase what they are doing for us. The aim is to continue hosting this event as it helps preserve culture, unites the society, and also helps prevent the youth from participating in wayward activities.
Now, stories making headlines beyond our borders. Ghana will allow visa-free entry to citizens of all African countries starting early 2025. This follows President Nana Akufo-Addo's December's pledge to strengthen ties across Africa. The move aims to boost tourism, trade and travel in the West African country, making it the fifth country on the continent to do so. Rwanda, the Seychelles, the Gambia and Benin have the same policy. Now, in the U.S., a 40-year-old Shamsuddin Din Jabbar, a former United States soldier who is reportedly responsible for New Year's Day attack, which left 14 people dead and 35 injured in New Orleans, admitted to joining the terror group Islamic State or ISIS before the incident. On New Year's Day, Jabbar slammed onto a security barricade, running over people celebrating the day. The suspect in question is also reported dead after being shot down by the police.
Allegedly, before the attack, Shamsuddin Din Jabbar released a video pledging his support to ISIS. He is said to have intended to kill his family at first, but changed his mind.
In the first video, Jabbar explains he originally planned to harm his family and friends, but was concerned the news headlines would not focus on the, quote, war between the believers and the disbelievers, end quote. Additionally, he stated he had joined ISIS before this summer.
We're going to continue to relentlessly pursue ISIS and other terrorist organizations where they are, and they'll find no safe harbor here.
ISIS is reported to have urged its members to capitalize on attacks during holidays. Analysts say ISIS' strength could increase in areas where there is leadership vacuum.
I think this is a really important aspect. While this is a more recent development, I will also say that the current situation in Syria, where there is some extent of a power vacuum in certain areas of Syria, will also see ISIS likely strengthening.
The attack in New Orleans is said to be similar to the explosion of a Tesla Cybertruck outside a Trump hotel in Las Vegas on Wednesday, as they were both rented on the same application, but no link was found between the incidents. Laona Lehoale, BTV News.
It is time for sport news. Tato Khosimori on standby.
Thank you, Olibile Samoka. It is an honor and a privilege for me to welcome you to Botswana Tonight Sports segment. I am Tato Khosimori. Let's jump straight into our leading story. While the rally raid champion Rosa Branch of Hero Motorsport finished second in prologue race of the Dakar Rally in Saudi Arabia. The Kalahari Ferrari finished the race behind Daniel Sanders of Red Bull KTM, clocking 17 minutes 3 seconds in 79-kilometer race at Bisham. Branch is scheduled to start the Stage 1 race tomorrow morning at Bisham, which will cover 499 kilometers, where he aims to continue with his fine form.
Yeah. Hey guys, so that's end of prologue, and wow, it was a good way to start the race. It was flat out. I didn't shut off too many times. It was nice, you know, no navigation. We had 130 tracks in front of us, and a different feeling starting the last bike this morning, that's for sure. But yeah, just so happy and on top of the world. So looking forward to tomorrow. Got a good starting position for tomorrow, I think, and gonna go out, have some fun, and yeah, put the hammer down, that's for sure.
With the FNB Premiership returning from the festive break with a blockbuster fiction, Township rollers caretaker coach Innocent Morupisi says as much as they are aware of the magnitude of their game against the arch-rivals Mochudi Center Chiefs, they will not burden themselves with unnecessary pressure, as they are only aiming for maximum points in order to continue challenging for the 2024-25 championship. Morupisi highlighted this recently during the team's training session in Tlokweng.
Morupisi, who is also a former Center Chiefs coach, added that he's happy that his charges are all injury-free going into the encounter with Simisane Matumo and Moshakao Laulwe, who were absent for the last 3 games last year, now back training with the team.
But it's a very important game that we need to win. Mosori reheditse center hasisini last area breaking. We gathered maximum points. So we expect that to be the same. Similar lesson. Rivalating right, or it means a lot. I see the points here, like the points, the breaking rights, more good support all over. We need to win this one.
Some Township Rollers players who have played the encounter before have admitted that the encounter against Chiefs can be taxing both physically and mentally, but promise to fight their hearts out to claim the 3 points and the breaking rights come Saturday.
It's going to be a tough game, as you know. The result is very good, and I think game more go
Center Chiefs team is a very good side. Game are le one in the 10 cent. Why we recover that? And gets like a since 29. It's like a team said he practices and take this center. So,
Really speaking, this is one of the games I know already did it one. It's a category A game, you know, each and every team want to win. Not forgetting the supporters, Center Chiefs not good supporters, also Township Rollers, so the rivalry we on here, it's a whole and okay, fine now. I managed to play 4 or 5 games against Center Chiefs, and to me all of them was a difficult games. So I'm expecting the same thing happen Saturday.
The Blues start the new year second on the log standings but level on points with log leaders Traffic with 25 points collected from 7 victories, 4 draws and 1 loss from 12 outings. A win over Chiefs will see them go to the summit of the standings if Traffic lose or plays to a draw against União Flamingo Santos on Saturday. Katlego Kgakole, BTV Sport, Tlokweng.
On the other hand, the Mochudi Center Chiefs interim head coach Simon Patani says he expects a fierce battle as they take on arch-rivals Township Rollers in the Week 13 FNB Premiership League encounter to be played on Saturday at the Royal Area Stadium in Tlokweng. Rollers go into the encounter sitting on second position with 25 points, while Center Chiefs are on spot number 4 with 21 points. Kagiso Molelekwa compiled the following report.
The Mahosi interim head coach Mpatani says they go into the encounter well aware of what is at stake as they understand the magnitude and significance of the clash.
It's a big game, if not the biggest game in Botswana Football League calendar, because the rivalry has been here for so long, has been here for so many years. We grew up watching both teams play. We know what is at stake because we've watched it many times when we were growing up. We have saw the rivalry, and now we are part of the rivalry, and now we don't want to put ourselves under any kind of pressure.
Furthermore, the former 11 Angels coach stressed that with or without the trio of goalkeeper Mapakela, attackers Otutendintwa and Toto Kaola, who are all on loan from Rollers and had a significant contribution to the team's good run thus far, his camp is well prepared and ready to come with positive results from Tlokweng.
We've had Mapakela and the OT and the Toto Kaola there. They've been good for us. On loan from Township Rollers, we thank them for giving us those players on loan. They've helped us tremendously well. But what we can assure you is that we're 100% focused on the game. We don't want that to disturb us because, yes, we know that the kid has been good for us at the back there on the goalposts. OT has been tremendous, so as to Rohaule has been coming up well. But we don't want that to disturb us going into. We don't want to think about whether they will play or not. If they don't play, we'll put on the other guys. You know, we have a pretty young and good squad. But as of now, we are preparing the whole team to play. If those boys will be absent, okay, well, good. We'll try other boys and see where it goes.
It's a big game that will be played against Rollers. As players, we are ready for the challenge because we have been preparing well for the game during the festive season. Mahosi going to the clash, having won 6 games, drawn 3 and losing on 3 occasions. The Heartland-based side have scored a total of 22 goals and conceded 12 times, with only 4 points, separating them from the log leaders Traffic and second place Township Rollers on 25 points. In the last encounter between the two sides, which was played in 2018-2019 season, Township Rollers conquered, winning by 2-0. The blockbuster encounter is expected to kick off at 4 p.m. at the Royal Area Stadium in Tlokweng. Kaizer Molelekwa, BTV Sport, Gaborone.
Still with the FNB Premiership, Week 13 fixtures are scheduled for Saturday. Matebele FC will be visitors to Nico United at Samsono Stadium. Swa Flamingos will lock horns with Chadibe FC at Swa Stadium. Lock leaders at Traffic will be laying in waiting for Union Flamingo Santos at Francis Town Council Stadium. Morupisi Wanderers will be in search for maximum points as they welcome Kapam United at Palape Stadium. And lastly, defending champions Johanning Galaxy will travel to Lopatse Sport Complex for a meeting with the Extension Gunners.